Gigi Variety reading FoodWISE, continuing with the Believing Diets section and what's the deal with fat? Wait, what? Eating less fat doesn't necessarily mean we'll lose weight? That's right. We are built to adapt to adverse circumstances, and when our bodies start getting signals that not enough food is coming in, they quickly compensate. A body expending energy draws on carbohydrates first. That's why athletes will bulk up on carbs right before a big game or long race. When not enough calories are going in and not enough carb stores exist, the body uses a specific metabolic adaptation, ketosis. This process converts fat and protein fragments into what are known as ketone bodies. These ketone bodies are an alternative fuel that allows the body to continue working when carbohydrates that go to energy source are lacking. In severe restriction, the body can mobilize amino acids, which degrades protein tissue in muscles and organs. This is not a good situation, but it does result in survival during severe calorie restriction. Breaking down your body tissue is not a good long-term way for your body to get the calories it needs. Soon, the body begins to need fewer calories, as fat requires relatively fewer calories to maintain itself than those now depleted muscle stores would have required. And upon refeeding, the additional intake goes to weight gain. More importantly, the body does not forget this poor attempt to restrict calories. And tomorrow night I start talking about yo-yo dieting. What happens there? So we can't fool or trick the body. We have a certain basic metabolic need. And then on top of that, we have something specific dynamic action. It goes by different names. Just the energy it takes to actually digest, masticate, absorb the nutrients that we are eating. And then on top of that, we've got an activity need, because we're not going to spend the entire day in bed, at least for most of us. And so this adds up. This adds up to a pretty serious caloric need. And a big chunk of that is fat. So I talked about this also in one of my earlier books, Finding Balance. So 2 articles tonight, one on clean wine, what is that about? And the other on food insecurity, rising prices. And what I say is, it's time to get food wise about our food choices. We most likely need to eat less food. And then it's a question of really choosing very specifically what foods we are going to eat. What can substitute? What are some low-cost substitutes for those nutrients that we need? Something we'll be taking up later in the book.